back to Filter. I'm Diane Vizota. We're cruising along, counting down the best and most anticipated titles and attractions at this year's Electronic Entertainment Expo. And since we've spent most of our time showing you the games that you can't wait to play, we figured we'd shift gears and give you a different reason to salivate. Live on center stage for your pleasure are the smoking hot booth babes of E3. Oh yeah, and some really neat booths as well.
My favorite booth would probably have to be the Nintendo booth.
I would have to say so far it's the Nintendo booth.
I really like the Nvidia booth.
I want to go to the Nintendo booth, the Sega booth, the Sony booth, and then the Namco booth.
Out of all the booths, I'd want to say Nintendo's is the best. I'm a big fan, but I'm gonna have to say Sony's. Sony's got a lot of great games going on this year, and a lot of great sequels. The nicest booth maybe I saw was at Activision's booth. They had some goth girls there.
SRS, they have some of the nicest import models ever.
Definitely Tecmo. Tecmo, without doubt, dead or alive, you know, sex sells.
If they could just take the time out to get a photograph with me that I could take home and show my friends, it'll be okay.
A lot of them are very cute and they are very nice, and I would like to be one of them eventually one day maybe.
Nice booth. If I said we were about to show you our favorite discovery at E3, I'm sure many of you would want us to replay that last package. Matter of fact, you probably wouldn't mind if we just ran it on a loop for a while. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So ice yourselves down and kick it while we show you some stuff that stood out and caught us by surprise.
Half-Life 2. I wasn't expecting it at all. They kept that quiet so well. I wasn't expecting what I saw in there at all. At all. I was blown away. I came out there, what did I just see?
The Mario and Luigi RPG for Game Boy Advance. I had no idea about that. That was a total surprise.
This game called Beautiful Joe, it's kind of like this comic book. It's like a cel-shaded comic book game where you're kind of this 2D character and you look like you're paper, and you're going through this mansion that looks like it's also 2D, but it's all cel-shaded. It's really amazing.
I heard about the Ninja Turtles game. I didn't expect to see much of it, and it's as basic as it is, it's still fun. I mean, I guess it's a nostalgia factor, but the Ninja Turtle game seems like it's gonna kick some butt.
The whole thing, I came in here, I was totally not expecting everything. It was totally just blowing my mind, you know?
This is E3. This is where they show all their goods, you know? I mean, everything's meant to be a surprise. I'm surprised I'm here, you know, playing all these cool games right now, you know? It's a great feeling right now being at E3.
See, it wasn't so hard to put the boobies behind you, was it? You're shaking your heads and booing me. I can feel it. Suit yourselves, but for those of you who are capable of refocusing, it's time to clear it all up for the final showdown. There were tons of great games at E3, but in the end, only one can be the most anticipated game. You know how we do it. Sit down and strap in as Doom 3 takes on Mario Kart Double Dash, takes on Halo 2, takes on Final Fantasy X-2, and our first ever 4-way filter face-off.
I'm gonna have to say Doom 3 for the PC, just because it's been so long since we've seen everything from Carmack and those guys. It's gonna be a new experience, so that's gonna be my vote, Doom 3.
those four games, based on their genres, I think Final Fantasy X2 is going to take the cake because Squaresoft always makes good RPGs. I've loved the Final Fantasy line all the way through. I was thinking about saying Doom 3, but since the release of Half-Life 2, I don't know if it takes the cake anymore, so definitely Final Fantasy X2 is going to be the best, I think.
I would have to say Halo 2 would definitely win in a four-way face-off. I mean, you can't beat Halo. It looks stunning, and the whole, now that it's set on Earth, it looks like there's so many more worlds you can explore, and like, I heard the AI is really good. But I hope Halo 2 will be, it'll be a winner. Yeah.
Mario Kart Double Dash. I love my Mario.
I would have to go with Mario Kart. The replayability as single player and just the LAN connection is awesome. Halo 2 is, if they can up the ante with the multiplayer, I mean, that's all that has really going for it. That might do it, but I'm gonna have to go with Mario Kart Double Dash.
So, what did you choose? The polls are closed, the votes are counted, and your choice for the most anticipated game of E3 is Halo 2. Looks like Chief is still the master. Well, that wraps up this episode of Filter. Remember, the opinions expressed on this show are yours.